Beautiful. So here we are. In the buggy.
Hopefully you can hear us.
Yep. Taking it nice and easy.
Relaxing.
I'm good at that.
Yep. I'm in the buggy with my arm around Richo. Perfect place to be.
Yep. Rubbing his leg.
Yep. So what's the go? We're having a.
So this is just some questions.
Yep.
So because
we've had a lot.
Yep.
And have you got them on your phone?
Some of them.
Some of them. All right. I've got them here somewhere too. We have got Toby Wild first up. Toby, thanks for coming.
Toby.
Thanks for coming out and having a hit with me and old CJ here, North Lakes. We're here at North Lakes Resort Golf Club, if you didn't know. We're looking at the Burger and Beer North Lakes Original Burger Schooner 4X 1350. Burger and Schooner. Not bad.
Burger looks alright too, doesn't it?
It does. Got tomato on it though. But either way, Toby, thanks for playing. Question next week. A twist on an age-old question. Who would be in your non-pro dream foursome? I.e. no professional golfers or tour players allowed. That's a good one, actually. I would probably have to go Buzz Aldrin. I think I would have to go Marilyn Monroe for no reason. And Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
Three very different people from different time. Well, I suppose Buzz isn't too different to
You never thought
Marilyn.
about it. Oh, so they don't have to be alive.
No, don't have to be alive and have to not be golf professionals.
Alright. Alan Shepard, only dude that's hit a ball on the moon.
Alan Shepard. Go on.
First man into space and the only person to hit a golf ball on the moon.
Talk up because that is quite a decent way, yeah.
So, Alan Shepard.
Hopefully you can hear us.
Yep. First man into space.
First man into space.
First man in the space, the only man to hit a golf ball on the moon. JFK.
See, I'd have Marilyn Monroe, you'd have JFK, so we can talk about...
Yeah, we could ask them different questions. I don't know after that. Maybe someone like a Kenny Chesney or someone like that. Maybe Sean Connery. Be interesting. Or Morgan Freeman. I know they both play golf.
Yep.
So, yeah, someone like that.
Interesting.
Yep, would be pretty interesting. Someone that you can sort of, you know, I don't know about 4 people. To tell the truth, I'd like to go and play 18 holes with JFK. Like, just the two of us, because there's more interaction and more talking. Like, when you got 4.
Yeah, true.
You know, so, that's all. I would love to have a go of golf with him. We're probably about the same level of golf, so I reckon we would have a pretty good day.
Yeah, true, and that's fair enough too. I mean, a foursome certainly, yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, you're just a bit hard, I suppose, because whoever you're in the buggy with, or sort of,
yeah. Well, hopefully
you'll be
walk.
talking a lot more. So yeah, if you're walking,
but even still,
look, there's countless people I could think of that I'd love to play with. You, Toby, I can play with you, mate.
Yeah, well, maybe we need to organise a day where we get Toby out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's. Look, I think as long as the people are good people. Condoleezza Rice, I'd like to play.
Condoleezza Rice.
So I'd like to play.
Sounds like a Mexican dish. Yeah. Sorry, that's a Dave Chappelle joke.
Oh, yeah, like I said, it's
there's a lot of people. There's so many people. It's not funny.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Yep.
I'd like to do a workout with Hugh Jackman.
Oh, I'd just like to dance around the course.
All right, thanks for that one, Toby. We've got John Ramers, again, J-Dog. Monday question, any chance of you doing a video at Perfect Stroke facility in Molandina? I work 50 metres down the road.
Where?
Perfect Stroke. That's what Richo's stroke's called. No, Perfect Stroke is by Mr. Mark Officer. He runs that place. I went to a seminar there with Dr. Sasha McKenzie, biomechanist, and works a lot with ping. The facility's brilliant. So they got GC quad, they got putting, I suppose a putting green that articulates and moves around for different breaks and everything.
So whereabouts is it?
Molandina.
Where's that?
Towards the Gold Coast.
All right.
It's a very good little facility there, and yes, we do. I've spoken to Mark about getting down there at some stage. It's just we need to organise that and do that. It's sort of tough. Like today, we've got a Monday off, so we are doing a few videos on a Monday. So yeah, it's just trying to get some fillers and stuff like that and being able to do that. But that would be a good one because there's a few things that we could do down there. For one, fix my putting stroke.
Nah, it's all right.
And just talk about putter fitting and all that sort of stuff. So Mark's very, very good. He's a PGA member, and he's been down there as his brother Brett officer as well.
Yeah. Yep, I'm a Brett officer.
Yep.
He's a pretty fair golfer.
Yep. So they both were.
Yep.
Both are. So anyway, yes, we should get down there actually. That'd be really, really, really good.
Do you think I should tell him what I think of putting?
Yeah, go on.
What is it? Good putters get fitted,
Yeah.
and great putters just fit their putters.
That's true.
That's what I
you
reckon.
fit to your putter, but again,
Yep.
some people will disagree with that.
Yeah, probably.
At the end of the day, if you got something fit, well, that's never going to be a bad thing.
No.
Another one from John. What is the longest time you've had between golf rounds? I'm only allowed to get once every month, if I'm lucky. Whipped. Hashtag happy wife, happy life. Right? Question mark?
24 years.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't start playing golf till I was 24.
No, well that's
I don't know. Well, we play a fair bit of golf, I suppose. So it is, well, not a fair bit of golf, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I suppose a month or so.
yeah. Well, for me at the moment, I haven't hit a ball. I haven't hit a ball today. We've got the clubs on the back.
Yep.
It's nearly 3. Well, it'll be 2 weeks. It'll be pretty much 2 weeks. So, but what is the longest? I played when I used to work here at North Lakes. I left here and went and done greenkeeping at Nudgee, and that was about 4 years between playing. So sort of playing off mid singles here, and then went to do greenkeeping, which I didn't play for ages. So yeah, so about 4 years. It's my longest.
Nice.
Not really, but anyway, it would have been nice if I kept playing. But that's all good. Just other things. Life gets in the way.
Some people say my golf's not really playing golf at all. Anyhow,
You're swinging something in a phone book,
Hey.
in a phone booth.
that's it.
But
Let go of that.
yeah,
bat.
mate. Look, at the end of the day, get out and play whatever you can play. If you can only play once a week, you
Yeah.
can only play once a week. Once
Yep.
a month, once a month.
Oh.
It's better than zero.
Do you know what? I play with blokes like Russ, and he doesn't get out to play. Dan probably plays twice a week. Russ plays whenever. He may well not play for 6 months. And like you said, it's just the opportunity whenever you can try and get out and play.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. If not, go to the driving range.
Oh yeah, it's better than nothing.
Yep. It is better than nothing. At least you got the feel of the ball coming off your club. So.
And J-Dog, John also goes, when you do a course vlog, you should also let people know when and where you're playing, so people can come say hi. Do you only play Mondays? The answer is pretty much we only play Mondays.
Yeah. Couple of times we've had to play some other days, but generally Mondays. Generally it's quieter. So.
People. Hacked accounts. Sorry, messaging. We've met a couple of people out there by
Yep.
sort of accident at Lakelands, and we've met a few people around, Nathan. But like the big thing is, it already takes a decent amount of time,
Yeah.
and we do want to talk to people. So I think we feel really bad if people do turn up and want to have a chat or follow us around or whatever else, but we don't give you any time or give you much time. That's my only negative with that.
Yeah.
Maybe towards the end of the vlog, probably happy to do that and come meet us after the round. Maybe we can do a video with you.
Yep.
Maybe we can have a beer. But
Yep.
either way,
It's that light during the day, isn't it? Like through
Yeah.
winter, you lose a bit of light.
yeah,
So by the time you drone the course,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
play the course, it's chewed up a fair bit of time. And like the droning, as you know, there's a certain hours during the day where it's better to do it.
Yeah.
Because of where the sun is.
of course.
So if you lose that time, it makes it hard. As where it's easier to hang around the clubhouse at the end of the round.
Correct. It's easier after.
If the sun goes down, it goes down.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because you just stand around talking. But
And then
look,
the happy wife, happy life situation, you'll be, why aren't you home?
yeah. Yep.
I'm out talking to those gooses. But yeah,
Or
that's
my wife says, "What are you doing home?
yeah, stay out,
No?
please.
Couldn't you have stayed away for another 4 days?"
But yeah, well, we might do that, John. And like at the end of the day, it's nice to talk to people. So if you ever see us, come say good day. Don't make this feel like, you know, we don't want to talk to people, because we certainly do.
Yep.
It's just if you see us at, let's say, the range, or doing videos and whatever else, just maybe give us a little bit of time to do some stuff, because we're trying to make time to do that, and then we are happy to spend.
Yeah.
We have spent hours at Golf Central after hours, after filming, in the car park just talking to people.
Yeah.
So we're 100% up for a chat, but I suppose when we do go out to do videos,
He can talk the leg off a rhinoceros, I tell you.
I certainly can.
Hey,
I do love a chat.
I'm a quiet bloke, hardly say a word.
Fast moving fellow.
No, look, and it's great because there's lots of different things that, you know, people want. Look, we're all golfers, we're all into golf, we all love to talk about it. So, no, by all means, maybe at one of the clubs, especially one of the clubs that stays open a bit longer, because a lot of the clubs,
true. Some close up at around sundown.
But some of the ones that stay open a bit longer, you know, that way then you can always get a bit of food. Have a
Correct.
chat.
Yeah. And again, we're happy to put guys on videos as well, like have a chat, who are you?
Yeah.
And like that's the big thing about, I know there's a lot more people that watch that don't comment. It would be so good if every view that was watched, people commented. And again, this is a long way into a question and answer video, so if people see this, great. But more comments would be better, because we want to know who people are, where they come from, what their golfing experiences are, and being able to have people on the channel, like being able to just talk to other people on the other side, it builds a community. And for us, that's why I didn't call it Alan Staines Golf or Team Richo Golf. It is Aussie Golf Reviewer. And whether you take taking that as we just review golf courses or equipment, the way I take it is we're Aussie fellas who love golf, who review things from time to time.
It can be anything. You know, I'll look over here and there's
Nigel
Lane's
RBT Golf. Rhythm
we've
and
talked,
balance.
We've talked to some people before. We talked to Craig.
Yep.
Craig Goodall about coaching and bits because it won't appeal to everyone, but there is someone out there that, you know, the same thing with the junior stuff. So if you don't have kids, then you're probably not that interested in where it's going or how to get them into it. But it's about trying to supply some information for everyone.
Correct.
You know?
As much information as possible. That's all we care about, being able to get people out there.
So for those people that live, they may go, oh, I didn't realise Mullaney has junior golf clinics.
That's right.
Right, until someone talks about it.
Exactly.
Well, that way then, you know, hopefully someone will go, oh, well, maybe I'll take the kids down there.
And that's the thing, like somewhere like Mullaney, and that's why we love doing little tracks like that, they will welcome you with open arms, and they will treat you like no other golf course probably has. Generally.
Yes.
Because they want visitors. They want as many people out as possible.
Yeah.
So
you've got a facility that needs to be used.
100%.
Yeah, and that's why courses shut.
Correct.
As simple as that, because people don't use them. So whether you use them, your husband, your wife, whoever.
Correct. Another question here from Woden of Angels, because Angels is EL, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Good MTO, Monday TO. As always, fellas, didn't Jimmy hit a nearly 400-yard drive down a hill at Headland? Yes. First hole at Headland, he's pretty much hit on the front of the green.
Yeah.
Which is like a 360 metres downwind gather. Yeah. So 360 plus metres.
Yeah, he did hit a monster.
It was a monster.
Yeah.
Questions. Looks like a UFO in shot, top centre, as you chatted. Have you ever seen one or a ghost? And related. Favourite conspiracy theory. Have you ever seen a ghost, Richo? Richo loves ghosts. He's got a lot of friends who are ghosts.
Yeah, I think so.
He saw a sheep.
Yeah.
He saw a ghost fly up over the over the wall at Bogger Road.
Bogger Road. Not UFOs. Not really seen anything there. Ghost. The old house I used to live in. I'm pretty sure there was a ghost in that house. So for a while there, because I remember a couple of times getting up to go to the toilet and stopping, going, oh, excuse me, and walking around them. Right now, there was a girl I lived in that house with, and I think that this ghost was dressed up as an old like an old 90, right? And I reckon she only hung around because she didn't like this girl. Because once she left, so did the ghost.
Huh.
But she reckons
even from the other side.
But she
females want to hang around Richo. They're jealous.
Even the girl that I was living with said that she'd seen this.
Really?
Yeah, and described it exactly the same as me.
Huh.
The same outfit.
You didn't speak to her about it though?
Well, this was afterwards. She sort of said, because I thought, it's just a mind playing trick. But yeah, she reckons. But I don't know.
I don't think I've seen a ghost. My old man kept talking about a Ouija board years ago, and a candle and whatever else, and of some present, yada yada yada. And Dad reckons that the candle went from normal candle to like that, and that freaked Dad out. And of course that was it. So, but no, I've never seen a ghost. But yeah, he reckons that the candle suddenly went, and for a second or so, it flared up quite a lot and stayed there for a bit and then went back down.
Yeah. Look, that's the only thing that I've ever come across. Like I said, I've stopped a couple of times and went, oh, excuse me, and went around.
And pissed as a fart.
My kids are into ghost tours, and I've done quite a few of the old Bogger Road Jail.
Have you seen Ghost Adventures? I was told to watch Ghost Adventures because I'm saying I don't believe it or I don't not believe it. I'm on the fence. He goes, you need to watch Ghost Adventures. And the Ghost Adventures. I kept saying, he goes, no, Ghost Adventures.
Yeah. Adventure. See, so they do the ones in Brisbane. They're all at old graveyards.
Yeah.
So there's Toowong and there's, they're very good, right? Some people when you're there will say, yeah, I saw that boy they talked about, over behind the graves and stuff. I've never seen anything. They all feel a bit spooky anyhow.
Yeah, everything's a bit spooky. It's in your head. It has to be. But I'm happy to prove it wrong.
If you go to Dutton Park, right? So Dutton Park, it's up the top near the road, but the whole cemetery ducks down, right? And when you get down right down below, right, it has that eerie feeling because the temperature drops.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it naturally drops. So you go from this, and then suddenly you're down in this other bit, and you're down near the water, and you go, oh gee, this is a bit sort of cold here. And I think if you think hard enough, it probably, is a ghost eye.
There you go.
Maybe one day one will come up. So
yeah, you never know.
I'll go.
And favourite conspiracy theory? I've got too many of them. Because I'm a conspiracy theorist, but that sounds... Anyway,
yeah.
September 11 for me, things just don't make sense. That's all it is. Like, people are dead, that's it, 100%. People are dead, which isn't good. But there's a lot of things that don't add up and make sense.
My mate reckons SIM cards because he goes, there's some sort of voodoo in that. Because how can you have all that information in such a tiny little thing?
You don't. You don't.
No, that's my mate.
Yeah. Weirdo. Yeah, no, for me it's September 11, but Richo's is Flat Earth.
Flat Earth. No, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
So, yeah, and like the moon landing thing for me is also that too. Like, I'm sure they've done it, but maybe not in '69. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm not smart enough to know all this stuff. That's the thing. But September 11 doesn't make sense to me. A lot of things don't make sense. A lot of things point to something else. And other than that, that's it. It happened though. That's what I do know. Yeah. There's a big hole in the ground where there used to be buildings. So, not saying it didn't happen. Thanks for that one, Woden. That was very, very good. Oh, pictures of my children feeding ducks. And
actually not pictures of him feeding his children to the ducks.
Oh, they need to. And look, I'm sure there's more. Have you got more? Because we've got plenty more.
So,
but yeah, let's go more.
Bob Patterson.
Yeah, go on, Bob.
Bob Patterson. Patterson. Is it Bob Patterson?
Yep, Patterson.
Yeah.
1T.
So ask us about the what is now used to be the Holt Scramble.
Yes.
What is now the Volkswagen Scramble, right? So it's still the same format. He mentioned that I know you boys normally have a team, but anyone be willing to sort of play with other people. Yes, there was. So there was me, Dan, Russ, and Wade. Now under the rules of the Scramble, once you make the national final, you can't play for 2 years as that team. And if you do, so only has to be 2 of you from that team, you get a 4-shot penalty on the first hole. Now that includes the club, then the regionals, and then the national final. If you see the scores in Holden Scrambles, they are so tight, you cannot have a 4-shot lead. It's just too much to track down. So the likelihood is, because in the past it used to be you could play with 2 of you.
Which I think was a good idea.
So Wade and I could still play with another 2 people, but
Russ and Dan could play with another 2.
Yeah, so they've changed the rules of that. But by all means, if you're looking for a player, I'm sure either myself, Wade, Dan or Russ, probably Kieran as well.
Yeah, or even through the channel. If you
Yeah.
did want, people could get together, and that's again the whole point of this.
Yep.
Is as a community to bounce things off others.
Yeah, yep.
So if you're in an area,
Like we've had a few years of playing it, and it was great fun because it was always advertised as, what a great day out with my mates.
yeah,
And they're sort of taken that away a little bit. But I am more than happy to play golf with anyone. If you want to get another 2 boys, I just can't. Wade and I can't play on a team and give them a 4-shot penalty to start with. To me, that's just a bit rough.
that's been very rough.
Yeah, but more than happy if you want to contact us. Anywhere from, I don't know, northern New South Wales to Papua New Guinea. Do they have the scramble up there?
Oh, they play prime up there.
Yeah, no, they don't think they have the scramble. The scramble is just sort of Australia-wide. So, so the format will pretty much stay the same. Look, I think the whole thing is very good.
It's a good idea,
And it's good fun. I think if you turn up there with not necessarily the idea of necessarily trying to win or well,
if you can win, you can win. Like everybody wants to win, but like at the end of the day, it's a tough thing to win.
I think if you walk away and look, I thought there's a couple of times that we actually didn't win, where we actually played better than we did.
Yeah.
Like that's funny because that's what it's like. You can actually have like a really good round, look at it and go, gee, we gelled so well as a team. We made some great putts. We all hit the ball pretty well for the day, and you walk away and go, gee, we got beaten by 5 shots.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it goes. But there's plenty of pro golfers that play a tournament and go, I just put in the 4 best rounds that I've ever had. I've shot under 70, 4 rounds in a row, and some dude had 62, 62,
I think
65,
what did they say? I don't know, it was Spieth at the Masters, or it might have been whoever comes second to Spieth. Maybe, let's say Rose or something like that, when the year Spieth won, or the year Spieth won. I think they were saying that Rose, or whoever comes second by a few shots, would have won the previous X amount of Masters by a certain amount of shots. Yeah. It was a joke, and that sort of thing. Rose played out of his skin, but Spieth just played better.
Yep, and look, that's what happens. But by all means, get a team together.
Yes.
Right, go and play. It's great fun. I mean, it's had a name change, but the format is pretty well exactly.
It's almost identical. I think it is identical.
Yeah, so it's
just a sponsorship change.
It's almost the same, but as a team, we probably won't necessarily play. So we are available for a small fee.
What's that? A cup of coffee and some gummy bears.
Nothing. Yeah. Oh, if you're going to supply the lollies, I'm there.
Yeah, there you go. Supply the lollies.
Supply the lollies, I'm there.
Cool. Any more questions?
But contact us through.
Because they're the ones that I saved. Is there any more questions that you have?
No, I think that's about it.
Perfect. I just got an email. Ace credit points at Windaroo.
Redland Bay. Now we've been asked a couple of times. We would love to get there and play.
So if anybody is at Redland Bay, like with the last correspondence we had with Redland Bay was at the end of last year? It might have been the end of last year, and we were going to get Nathan out. What's Nathan's? Anyway, Nathan was or is club champion out there. We're going to get him out, have a hit, tried to organise it, but it fell through just because it was too busy on a Monday by the seam of it, even though we have done one out there before. If you are out there, have a chat, and anywhere for that matter. If you're at a club anywhere and would like us out, have a chat to the clubs, because we really don't ask for anything, and at the end of the day, the clubs get a little bit of exposure. A lot of clubs do say that they do get a little bit of a kick in patronage for a period of time afterwards, which is nice. And at the end of the day, here we go.
Sorry, mate, I was just laughing. So someone asked, does Macklin ever miss a putt? Yeah, it's normally because I've already put it in.
Yeah.
So he doesn't actually get the putt.
And so James is using the pyramid putter as well. And like, as we speak, James is doing his assessment rounds for his traineeship. And he actually played with Jake today. So he said he shot 82. Jake shot 82. So Jake was going badly, then well, and then now after Caboolture, he put a lot of pressure on himself. He played really badly. So I don't know how he's going to be going playing-wise. But if everybody could wish old Jakey boy the best of luck, then that'd be great. But Jimmy's going to get through easy into his traineeship via playing. Like he shot 4 or 5 under at Virginia the other month, and that would have won the day. So Jimmy's playing-wise is not an issue. He'll probably have his interview in the next couple of weeks, month maybe.
If I filled in for that, he'd probably go right.
No, I agree.
But we'll help him out.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
I agree.
We'll help Jimmy out. Jimmy will be all right. Like, you know, I know they've got assignments and bits and pieces, but I'm sure that we sit down and we'll be able to.
That's annoying me. Oh, that's all right.
Point him in the right direction.
Point him in the right direction. I'm just going to lower that just by a small amount.
So now one of the things was it pick on Richo Day? Well, every now and then the boys have to, because they say, hey, did your kids pick on you today? And I go, no. And they go, all right, well, we don't want you to feel out for the day.
So yes.
So yep.
We'll get into some weird moods sometimes because Richo's so well loved, universally loved by everybody. Everybody that we see out goes, oh, you're Richo from Aussie Golf Reviewer, and then he gets noticed first. And so, of course, Jimmy doesn't like that. He's been noticed at the range a few times. CJ, say g'day to him next time you see him. Oh, I saw Jimmy. I didn't want to say g'day to him. If you see any of us out, say g'day. It's that simple. Doesn't matter what we're doing, say g'day. Even just being out. We've seen a couple of people just being out with my family. People have said g'day. I'm happy to have a chat. Everybody's happy to have a chat. So get that little bug off you, mate. You're freaking out about it. But yeah, like the reason we do this is because we love playing golf. The reason we do it is to bring out anything that we can for people that want to play golf, a little bit of information. And then if you do want to have a chat to us, come and have a chat. Like there's nothing saying that you can't do that whatsoever. Even when we are filming, come and say g'day. Come and say g'day. We've got so many questions, not funny, but
I have. So yeah, we do have a lot.
But send more. We always want more.
Stop me watching the Japanese Grand Prix.
Which is good. David Lee, we've stopped you from watching that. See, and that's quite nice as well. Actually, I have a question for people on the other side of the camera. No, don't take away my glory.
Go on, then I'll ask one.
What is it? Is it Matthew Robin Williams or Robin Matthew Williams? He's on Instagram, right? And I think we've spoken about him before, but go search him out and tell us what you think, because I don't have a negative opinion about him. He's certainly got his opinion on PGA members and teaching and all this sort of stuff. And I agree a lot about what he says. Like he's saying there's too much jibber jabber and E equals MC squared for when it comes down to golf. Look at the bloody ball and hit it. And I do agree with that.
I tried that, it doesn't work
either. I do agree with that. I do agree that golf is quite technical, and it is technical, but it doesn't necessarily have to come across that way. If you've got a good PGA professional teaching you, they don't have to go into ulnar deviation and all that stuff. They don't need to do that.
Who's ulnar?
She was your next door neighbour from 1936.
It's like when I come home and I said to the kids, who's taking the Mickey out of me? They went, who's Mickey?
Who's Mickey? But I think it's Matthew Robin Williams. I'll have a look now. And the only reason I sort of bring it up is because I did see a post this morning about Mark Crossfield. He did say it's Robin Matthew Williams. It was about Crossfield was talking about offset, and I don't think it was an issue whatsoever. So it was talking about offset, say the MP18 blade like mine, it's got minimal offset and yada yada yada, and then it had the AP3, and it had more offset, and who's it benefiting for, and yada yada yada. And then it was basically saying more offset might allow the toe to turn over more, might launch a little bit higher because of the offset, all this sort of stuff. And then Robin Matthew Williams has commented, basically in layman's terms, E equals MC squared. And I know it's a piss take, and that's okay. Like, you've got to be able to take that. But I don't think it was anything hard to understand. It definitely wasn't hard to understand. Like, what he was saying was...
From Mark
yeah,
explaining.
correct. With Mark explaining. Mark was saying...
Understood what you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah, and that's literally what Mark said.
Right.
How you travel, mate? So he's literally just saying that more offset might make it launch higher, might make it go more to the left and stuff like that. I don't think it's much... But then Robin Matthew Williams did do a thing about somebody else, the Davis or A Davies or something like that, saying you need to think this, and this. And I agree, too much shit in your head can turn into a bad golf swing. And I agree with Matthew on that, or Robin on that. It's Robin or Matthew. I can't get a good bone. Anyway, it's more about Robin Matthew Williams. I sort of agree. I agree with him a lot. So there's no bagging him on that regard at all. And if he sees this video, he'll probably bag it, and that's fine too. But more than anything, it's about going out and playing golf. That's all we've ever said. If you want to get lessons, get lessons. If you feel like you get better doing lessons, great. There's a lot of PGA professionals who would say, don't say, that they wouldn't be like somebody who carries on about ulnar deviation, and some are. It's who suits best to you.
Yes. Yes.
And even
because we all learn different.
100% we learn differently.
So it is difficult. Look, you do get bombarded, and the better golfer that you are, probably the less bombardment of things you get.
100%, and
So
the more
problem
talent and
is-
ability you have.
Yeah, so when you're struggling with golf, everyone you come across seems to want to tell you what to do,
That's right.
right? So that's when that information overload is going, like, holy snappers, right, now I need to do this and I need to do that, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit. Hang on, and then you get to the top of your swing and go, oh, I forgot to do that.
See,
Like,
we've tried to work on Richo's swing, and like, yes, there's a few things that have maybe changed, but it's not so much
ulnar deviation.
ulnar deviation, more of it. So Richo's not going to change his swing. Like, why? Because he struggles, he doesn't practice enough, and there's a lot of reasons why. But giving Richo the tools to understand why his ball does what he does allows him to play a shot. If he wants to hit a draw now, what does he do? He aims further to the right, and instead of trying to get the path way inside, he just tries to get the face more shut to that path, which will then start pulley,
Just pull through it.
but draws. Like, it can be done. Like, it can all be done, and it depends on how you learn or want to do it. Because seriously, there's not that many people that have gone through with no lessons and turned into a professional golfer. And look, I'm sort of one of them that have had a few little lessons, but that doesn't mean that I'm any better than you. Like, I've just learned how I've learned. The reason I dropped the handicap shots that I learned when I went from a handicap of 10 to sort of scratch was get out and play golf. All I wanted to do was understand where I missed the ball, what my good shots were when I hit the ball, and what I wasn't very good at. And then don't play to the bad stuff as much.
I look at all the people that we play with, and I suppose it's also being able to play within your ability, like the whole course management bits and pieces. So I look at a bloke like Russ. Like, the last time we played a 4-ball with him, we went, we're going to take Russ's drives. In the end, he's got like 7 or 8 drives on the card, right? We got him
Out of the way early and just hit it good.
Yeah, it's options in the way he gets around the course. So it's not necessarily his playing and his swing. It's just, and he is a prime one. Like, once he gets one bad thought in his head, instead of shrugging that off and going, just hit the next one, it plays more and more. Like, you'll see him when he shanks.
Yeah.
Right? He'll hit the drive, beautiful, straight down the middle, and then he's shanking everything because I can't hit mines. I've got it in my head.
That's right.
Can't hit it, and just gets worse. But
golf is a lot between the ears, and it is 100%. And that's somebody like Jimmy. Like, Jimmy's very, very free flowing on camera, right? Like, he's very, very chilled out. when you play with him, he's very chilled out. When he's in a bigger event, I don't want to say he freezes more, but he overthinks it more. Because let's say you're caddying for him, he asks for the line a lot more, stuff like that, and that's fine. But he shoots 6 and 7 unders all the time by just doing it himself. So I think people overcomplicate it too much.
Yes.
Whereas like when I caddied for Dougie at Queensland Open and stuff like that, I just said, mate, you're a better golfer than me, Dougie. Like what? Like I'm here to carry the bag for you. I'm here to have a chat to you and keep you in whatever situation you want to be in. But mate, you need to trust your instincts. And if you don't trust them, let's have a chat and we'll sort it out. But mate, most people can just bang, pick what they need to do and do it. Be more decisive. That's a big thing that I see a lot of people struggle with. Is be more decisive.
Every time you change your mind, right, you might as well have gone back and start again.
Yep.
Those times that you walk up with the driver and you go, oh, hang on, I'll take the 3 wood.
Yeah, well, how many times do you think I should do this and you're over it and you hit a bad one?
If it's bad, it's bad.
Yep. Yep, and that's the thing.
Do you know, look, I really enjoy you and Jimmy. You're right, there is a difference. So when you give me advice on the course and you go take this club, right, you take that club for 2 reasons. One, because if I hit it perfect, it'll be the right club.
Yes.
And the other one is if I don't, I won't be in a lot of trouble.
That's right. So we want to do a vlog of that.
As where Jimmy is giving me a club for me to play my best shot.
Yeah.
But if I don't play that best shot, now I could be in trouble.
That's right.
As where I see you looking at it going, mate, this is a 5-iron, but if you don't quite get it right, there's plenty of bail out on the right.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to give you the 5-iron rather than take the 4-iron, and if you pull that to the left,
well, it's also if you murder it too, like if you murder pull one, it's going even longer again.
Yes. So
to me, you should always play for what is perfect, not so much what's going to be a miss hit.
Yes. Yes.
So you play with what's on the day too. So that's a big thing.
Yep.
But have you seen Robin Matthew Williams?
It's going to put the swing coaches out of business. How to hit the ball high, how to hit it low. Stop thinking about it. Stop overcomplicating it, and stop masturbating over technical terminology with it. So to hit it low, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look low. Yeah. I looked low. That's all I've done. To hit the ball high,
I might try this.
I'm going to look high. Yeah, all right, that one's shit, but I think we've established already that I'm better.
Robin was a PGA pro or a trainee or something along those lines, and he saw certain things or didn't like what was happening. I don't know his story enough, but I agree with that. If you want to hit the ball low, look low or finish low or do whatever. You don't need to. That's the base of it. But then if you have somebody who goes, how do I actually hit it low? Well, then you've go, well, maybe you need some more radial deviation. Maybe you do need to pronate a little bit more or supinate your left wrist. Whatever, there's other things, like whatever it comes down to.
I've never been able to punch a ball low. Now, only the tip you've given me, which has helped a lot, and I can punch a few low now, is basically take my normal stance, but just move a little bit forward. So don't push my hands forward.
Yeah.
Just move forward, a little bit lower back in your stance, and just half swing it.
But definitely the half swing's a big thing for a lot of people because...
Yep. So that's the one thought I have when I'm under those trees and I need to punch it low, don't take a full swing.
Yeah.
So I definitely work on trying to, it's that sort of half swingy punch, drop a little bit further back in my stance. Well, that's worked for me.
Yeah.
Do I keep my head down when I do it? Well, maybe I do.
Maybe not. But again, like I agree with what he's saying.
Yep.
It's bloody good. I think it's very good.
I think a lot of people do get too.
But then you are going to have people that want complication and want technicals.
Look,
technicals.
Do you know? It's like some people talked about people like Tiger Woods, right? And he's a prime one. He's been great for the game and bad for the game. Why?
100%.
Because we all think that that's how we should swing, and we're not all going to swing like that. If you look at all the PGA players, they all swing a bit different.
Of course they do.
Trevino.
You need to have your own swing.
But unfortunately, these are the people we see all the time. So when I go to a coach, I don't want you to just to improve my game. I want you to make me swing like Adam Scott. And that's where the difficult part is. And so when I don't have that perfect swing like Adam's got, I go, well, why can't you do it?
Yeah.
Right?
Why can't you do it, Richard?
Come on, mate. But why can't you teach me to swing like him?
I can tell you, but it's just
Of course you can.
But that's the thing. You can be told. Everyone can be told anything.
Yeah.
Whether you take it in or not is a different story. Then whether you can execute or not is a different story.
Yep.
And again, some people can do it. Some people learn by watching. Some people learn by listening. Some people learn by being shown. Some people demonstrated to, then spoken to, then videoed, and then back and forth. Whatever it is. But some people can just get it. Some people can't, and that's okay. A good PGA professional is not so much about somebody who can go, oh, you need some more radial deviation or pronation or supination, whatever. It's how they get across what they're trying to get across to you, the way you need to learn in the shortest period of time with the least amount of complication.
Yes.
That's all it is.
You can't have too many thoughts on them. All the times that I have driven the ball well or played good golf, I have not had really any thoughts at all.
100%.
I just knew the moment I walked on that tee, it was going down the middle.
But confidence is a huge thing too.
Yeah. Once you lose some confidence, I mean, look, putting's a prime one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you lose that confidence with your putting, right? Suddenly the hole goes from this big to about this big, and you stand over a putt like this, and you take forever to line it up because you're not confident that you're going to hit that in. So it's a big part, like I said. Once you lose that, you just sort of, you're going to struggle for the day. But golf's going to come and go, and then there'll be little things that help, and some things that don't.
100%. But anyway, there's some questions. If you want some more questions, send us some more. That's great. Yep. If you want us to do this a bit more, just ramble and just talk about stuff. The Current Affairs Show from Aussie Golf Reviewer.
Rip it and rip it.
And that's pretty much it. Get out and enjoy it. That's what we've always said. Get out and enjoy it. Robin Matthew Williams, we're on your side. Even though I am a PGA professional, get out and friggin' play golf.
Yeah.
Just do it.
But not all golf teachers are like that.
No, 100%, and that's fine too. Just like somebody wants to be a serial killer, and just like somebody wants to be a nurse. There is going to be different people on this planet, and that's how it is.
So you're talking about I aim right and I pull that ball to the left.
Yeah.
And do you know where that come from?
What?
Jake. Jake got me at Golf Central. He lined me up in one of the bays, and he goes, I want you to aim for that side panel. Because he goes, you can't hit it. He goes, aim at that. So that's how far I was. Aimed at that, and your natural thing is when you go to, just before you hit it, you pull it straight down the middle. That's what it means.
Yeah, so generally, Richo's club path, if all things were square and equal, aiming bunk, Richo's club path is way left.
Yep.
And the club face is pointing more to the right of that path. So generally, he'll hit a pull cut. Generally.
Yep.
So Richo aims further to the right, so he hits a pull fade a little bit more, but it's the ones that he mishits is bad, and that's why I keep saying you just got to keep at it, because when Richo mishits it a bit low in the face, maybe a bit in the heel, generally where his mishits is, generally low in the face, they squirt more to the right. They start less left, move more to the right. But when Richo strikes it really well, they are pure.
Yep. But
so that's what you need to go.
It's just sort of playing around.
Yep, playing around.
Stuff.
I'm getting absolutely cooked on there.
Driving range is a great place.
Of course it is.
Great places to go. You can have a look. Get into Golf Central. They've got the
Top Tracer.
Top Tracer. Pretty interesting because you can see your flight and your distances.
We'll do something with that. So Kieran was saying also that they've got compensation for your shots, so your ball shots.
Yep.
So you're hitting a 7-iron with a range ball. In the real world, it's probably only going 130. Or something like that, but on the screen it'll show up as 150 or something like that because it's compensating. But when you got your pitch shots, that's got 30 meters, 50 meters, whatever to certain colours, that's the actual flight of the ball because it's closer and all that sort of stuff, and the distance isn't negated as much.
But all these things are designed to help some people. But
of course it is. We'll get there. We'll do a couple of vlogs from down there. Guys at Golf Central are always brilliant. Anyway, guys, get to Golf Central, get to North Lakes, get to Mullaney.
Get out anywhere.
Anywhere.
Get out anywhere.
All right, guys. More questions would be great. See you next time. Hopefully it didn't bore you, and if it did, oh well. Cheers.
See you then.
We'll see you later. Next time. Later.
Yeah. And don't forget, smash that like button.
You're
that's
a
what
weirdo.
you say, don't you?
Oh, that's what they say to say.
Hey? I don't know. If you don't like it, don't like it. Hit dislike. Who cares?
Yep.
I don't care. But anyhow, see you then. Beautiful.
See you.